What is up, my little gorgeous people? Welcome back to another day on my channel. And in today's video, so basically I started school on Wednesday. So today's video is me telling you guys how the first 3 days of school went. I actually literally took notes so I could like drag my school. So without further ado, let's just get on with the video. On day one, we're gonna obviously, start the first day of school. Day one, my bus was late. Bus is late, right? Like, we're like, where's the bus at? School starts at 7:25. I didn't get to school until 7:30. We got rained on, right? Like, let me just take a moment to say we got rained on. I'm at the bus stop at like 6:30, 6:40ish, because that's, I'm like, I don't know what time the bus is gonna get here. Come to find out, we're picking up a whole entire other neighborhood. But let's just get one thing clear. So the bus drivers at my school, they took those bus drivers and sent them to the new school that was just like recently finished, and then gave my school completely new bus drivers. Like, how does that make sense? Like, why wouldn't you just keep the bus drivers at my school and then give the new school new bus drivers? Like, why give them the bus drivers that already know the route of the stops that go to my school? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't, okay, whatever. As soon as we get to the school, we're instantly yelled at. Like, we're told, y'all need to hurry up and get to class. It's 7:30. I'm already technically late. 2, it's the first day of school. Why are you flipping out? And 3, I don't even know where my classroom is. Like, if I knew where my classroom was, I wouldn't have had much of a problem with this. But it's the fact that, like, you're like, y'all need to hurry up. I still don't know how to get there. So I'm gonna have to go find the poster thing that tells me what class I'm in. And with that being said, I was sent to the wrong classroom. So, like, the lady literally, when we were looking at the sign, said, oh, you're gonna be in this classroom. I went there. Oh, you're not in here. I don't have your name. So I go back. She goes, no, you're supposed to be in there. So she sends me back. Like, I'm like, he told me I'm not. So I'm explaining to him, I'm like, she sent me back here. Like, she said I'm supposed to be in here. And he was like, I don't have your name. Like, I don't have any of your information. So then she looks at the sign and she's like, oh, you're supposed to be in this classroom. And I'm just like, I told you, he told me I'm not supposed to be here. Like, I don't, what do you want from me? One thing that I'm like actually thankful for is that the teachers didn't like BS with me this year. Like, normally, like freshman year or sophomore year, they were all like, oh, this is gonna be the best year ever, we're gonna have the most like eventful time, like blah blah blah, I'm really nice and everything. And then like later on in the school year, like, I hate myself, like these teachers are horrible, whatever, stuff like that. Literally, they got down to the point, like they were like, so this is how the school year is gonna go, this is what we're gonna be doing, and I'm sorry, but like, cool, like, we're gonna have a good year as long as you make this a good year. Like, the moment you start screwing around and messing up, that's when things are gonna go downhill. So like, sorry in advance, but like, that's what you need to know. And then let's just talk about this real quick. They screwed up my friend's schedule. And by screwing up her schedule, I literally mean they transferred her and then didn't tell her that she was transferred. Like, I'm confused. I'm really confused. So how this works is computers generate our schedules and whatnot. So my friend goes to her class first day. They're like, you're not here. So she's like, I don't know where to go. So she goes to the counselor's office like she's supposed to, just for them to tell, like, search up her name. And they're like, oh, you don't go, you were transferred to. And she was like, why? Yeah. Literally, she came to school wearing, she wore a jacket with our school's logo on it. Like, doesn't make sense. But apparently she goes, and then they wouldn't transfer her back that day. They're like, she's gonna have to come tomorrow to get transferred, which once again didn't make sense. Like, I'm actually confused about that. So that's really how my first day of school went. Now we're gonna go on to day 2. So once again, the bus was late. This bus driver literally is going to kill me. And I say that like, I'm not even joking. Like, she literally almost hit cars. Every time she's driving, she almost hits a car, whether it's parked or moving. She slams on the brakes randomly. Like, I thought when I was first starting to drive that like me, like how I was like, when I was trying to stop, the brakes were horrible. She literally like will be driving and nothing's there and just slams on the brake, and we're all like, oh, okay, like that just happened, like cool, whatever, right? No, like, please explain. So there's this one AP, the assistant principals. Like, during lunch, we have 2 minutes before the bell rings to get out of lunch, right? So this girl sits on the staircase and she doesn't say anything. And then this girl's boyfriend comes and sits next to her and like, he grabs her hand and they're just talking, and she literally looks at them and yells at them. She's like, you're not supposed to be on the stairs. I don't even know why you guys would think you're allowed on the stairs. Like, you know better than that. And I'm just like, they just sat on the stairs. Like, what's the big deal? Like, you're flipping out over nothing. Like, chill out. She's also the same lady that freshman year always dress coded me. Like, no matter what I was wearing, dress code. Like, I could be wearing an outfit that's appropriate and my mom was like, cool, that's cool, and the school literally doesn't care. Like, teachers would see me outside. Like, the principal would see me outside and it was no problem. But as soon as she saw me, she was like, dress code. And I'm just like, how? Explain to me, please, how that makes sense. Like, I don't get it. And then they have this whole stupid thing where they're like, if you get dress coded 3 times, you get detention or whatever. And I'm just like, how does that work? Like, just because the teacher thinks that my outfit's inappropriate doesn't mean that it actually is. But like, because the teacher says this student's dress coded, then it's like, okay, well, you're dress coded, you know, like there's no like if, ands, or buts about it. Like, I can't stand this whole dress code rule because it's so sexist. Like, I'm not even doing this like the whole, oh, you're a feminist thing. Like, literally, the dress code at my school is so sexist. And I'm thankful that they changed it, because I remember freshman year when we came, they had so many rules against girls and what we couldn't wear. And basically, we couldn't wear anything that wasn't a freaking mom outfit. Like, we were freaking Sister Jude from like freaking American Horror Story or whatever. Like, it didn't make any sense. Like, literally was sexist. And then sophomore year came around and they're like, okay, girls are now allowed to wear leggings. And I was like, why weren't we allowed to wear leggings last year? Like, how? Oh, because they're too tight and they show off that, I'm sorry, some of us actually have bodies or we have curves. Like, we get it, not every girl is built the same way, but why get mad at how certain girls are built? Or just because like girls who don't have as curvy of a figure are allowed to wear, but those who do have curvier figures can't. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, how about instead of teaching girls not to be scared about what they're wearing because they might get raped, teach your male faculty not to fantasize over their young student females because it's gross. Like, most of them are 40 and older and we're 18 and younger. Stop being freaking perverts, thank you. And then let's talk about how, so like my algebra 2 teacher, she's really nice. That's like, this isn't hating on her, but it was like really funny because she was like, y'all should remember this. And we're over here like, we haven't done this since freshman year. Like, they were like, oh, you use algebra 1 in geometry, but barely. Like, literally geometry was completely different than algebra. So now we're going back to algebra 2 and I'm just like, oh yeah, huh, what? I don't remember learning this because I didn't do it last year. Like, but everyone's like, oh, geometry's easier. Like, no, algebra was really easy for me. Geometry wasn't. It's just the fact I don't remember certain things, like linear freaking equations or whatever, like mx plus b equals y or some like, I don't get it. I'm sorry. Day three was actually way more chill, thankfully. Like, my teachers were like, you know, just moving along. I got my things signed. They told us about the fees that we would have to pay. I have a $35 fee for theater, and then I have like a $15 fee for teen leadership. But thankfully today I just got a job that I start on like the 23rd or whatever. So I'll be able to pay those fees fairly quickly. So I'll be paying the class fees and then the rest of my musical fees, and then I'll be good. And I'll also have a job, so I'll have money to do things. And yay, I'm happy. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what else you would like to see me do, and subscribe because I make videos every single Wednesday and every single Saturday. Also, I just want to let you guys know, YouTube is taking away views. So like, they're not sending out notifications and stuff like that. How some people like they're getting the same amount of views but they're not getting paid the amount. That's not me. It's literally, I'm a smaller YouTuber, obviously. Like, I haven't reached my goals yet, but I normally average a certain amount of views per video, and then like I'll have like, just like my video that went up today Saturday, which was the delivery guy attacked me video. I had 15 views, and then I check it an hour later and now I only have 6, and I'm just like, I don't understand. So if anybody knows what that means or anything, feel free to explain to me, because I would like to know where my views are going and why they're randomly disappearing and stuff like that, because though views aren't the only thing that matters, it's just like smaller YouTubers, like if you see that they're at least averaging a certain amount of views, and it's good because it's like, okay, well, you know, people like their content. But when you go and take my views and then you're saying I have less than what people are actually watching, then it's kind of like, because now it's like, do I really want to watch this person's channel? But yeah, that's all I really have to talk about. So I love you guys. Thank you. And I'll see you. This video goes up on Wednesday. So I'll see you guys next Saturday. Goodbye, my gorgeous people.